So in this matchup of top-ranked QBs, it's Braxton Knight and the Hawks with the chance to strike first on this opening drive. Looking to pass on first down. He finds Thrash. Tackled as he pulls in the ball. That throw good for 4 yards. Now it's second down. Braxton Knight, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since he became a starter last season. When he gets this offense clicking, it is a... And they pick up the first with that run on second down. Operating now on the opposite side of the field. It's first and 10. Draw play. Here's Grove. They're going to bring him to the ground after just a short pickup. All these kids so thrilled when they found out this year's edition of the showcase would be played at the home of the Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. This is now a premier event on the high school football calendar. And he's stopped at the 41. A gain of 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. The Rock goes to Grove. And that's a solid pickup before he's finally taken down. Apparently, the kids on the field weren't the only ones thrilled about this game being at Arrowhead. We've got an incredible turnout for one of the most hyped matchups of this season. Back to pass on first down. He's got a man. First down, Hawks. Yeah, let's go. Now from the red zone, it's Knight. The Hawks give it to Grove. Really not able to get much before he's tackled. Halfway through the opening quarter, it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, looking to throw. Fires right, it's complete. And he's past the 10 to the 7. They've lined up for the chip shot. Sutherland's kick is good. And they put 3 on the board. After giving up the field goal, the Bulldogs are back to receive. Fielded in the end zone. And while it looked returnable, he'll play it safe and kneel down for the touchback. So for the first time in this showcase, we'll get a look at QB2 and his offensive weapons. Tommy Matthews among them. Ooh, almost intercepted. He read the ball beautifully. So get this. Earlier today, I was speaking with Hawks coach Kevin Robbins, and in typical fashion, he did not hold back about today's matchup. He proclaimed his D would be so good against QB2, they'd end up putting Tommy Matthews back at quarterback. Bold words. He gets it to Matthews. The comeback catch. Welcome back, Tommy Matthews. They ripped off a huge chunk of yardage on that last play and really changed the dynamic of this drive. What do they do now for an up? And he's brought down at the 9-yard line. A 32-yard gain and a big-time play. Lots of success through the air on this drive. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He used to throw them, now he catches them. Tommy is back. Gets it to go. The lead now 7-3. Now Coach Fetu calls timeout. That'll leave them with 2 in this opening half. Back in a moment. After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. He fields it at the 17. Mike pushes way through, and he's brought down at the 34-yard line. The Hawks send out their offense. And now Coach Robbins barking some instructions for Braxton Knight from the sideline. Not much there as they're able to bring him down. Arrowhead Stadium, one of the best venues in all of football. And you know who loves it here? The coach, Jonathan Coachman. Big-time Chiefs fan. He's a Kansas native. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the house today. And they bring him down after a short pickup. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. And after a short break, we'll begin Chapter 2 of the Midwest Prep Showcase. Third down from the gun. Sends it to Thrash. And the play call there successful as they get it across for the first. Timeout called by Coach Fetu. That's their second one thus far. As we step aside for just a moment. On first down, he'll drop back. He finds Thrash, and he moves the chains first down. So, yes, there's an obvious reason why they call this the Midwest Prep Showcase. Every year, it's quite literally a showcase of the nation's top players. But this year is the first time they've ever had the top 2 quarterbacks in the country face off. I'm speaking, of course, about QB2 and Braxton Knight. Knight hands it off to Grove. Now he's brought down after moving the chains. First down. You know, a high-profile game like this can generate the interest of some big-time schools, and this stadium is loaded with coaches from powerhouse programs. LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma, you name it, they're here. After a minimal pickup, it's 2nd and 9. Here's Knight. And he's not able to come down with it. Third down on the way. Following the incomplete pass on 2nd down, here's 3rd and 9. Knight takes the snap. Completes that throw to Grove on the screen. And that won't be enough to move the sticks. 4th down coming up. Looking to add 3 points. Here comes the kick. Sutherland splits the uprights. And with that, they trim the lead. So the scoreboard reads 7-6. Following the field goal, the Hawks are ready to kick it away. It's taken at the 4. And that's a solid effort on the return as the offense heads onto the field. So the Bulldogs are lined up now. And there's QB2 making some final preparations as we await the snap. He makes the grab. A thrilling play that gets the fans on their feet. Lined up in the backfield, there's Sammy Hawk. 1st and 10, he takes the snap. Goes to his left, it's complete. So it's 5 now. Count them, 5 catches in Tommy's first game back, and no one looks more happy for him than Coach Fetu. So it's the defense in the spotlight now on this 1st and goal. It's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
We dominate today.
And now it's time for the extra point. And it doesn't go through, but some of his teammates give him credit. They're right there to give him some encouraging words. Following the touchdown, the Bulldogs are ready to kick it away. Flag thrown, and that's not the kind of mistake you could afford in a game like this.
Kicking team.
So there's the decision, and they'll accept the penalty as these teams get ready for the upcoming play. From the gun, inside handoff. You're going to bring... I mentioned a few colleges earlier with recruiters in attendance. My guy Reggie gave me a list with a few more names on it, and you know it's a heavyweight matchup when you've got schools like Oregon, Florida, and Southern California among the fans here today. Really not able to get much before he's tackled. Just a couple minutes remaining now in the second quarter. Quick reminder, there's no 2-minute warning in high school football. The game clock just... Oh, but he coughs it up. Scooped up by the D. And it's all the way home. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they extend their lead. Now to add the extra point. And they extend their lead. 14 points separate these teams. The Bulldogs are ready to kick it away. Flag on the field, and that kick looked funny as soon as it left his foot and went out of bounds. So the verdict's been delivered, and the penalty, of course, will be accepted. So the Hawks are lined up now, and Field General Braxton Knight finds himself in an unusual situation. He's not used to being down double digits at any point in his career. Oh, and he's brought down for a loss of yards. Knight looks downfield. Gotta share a quick story. All right, so I'm making my way to the press box before the game, and who do I see but the dog father himself, Snoop Dogg. And he's seeking out QB2. But here's the thing. Snoop is a diehard Hawks fan, which tells you just how magnetic QB2 really is. Meantime, they pick up the first through the air on third down. Timeout called by the Hawks. They've got 2 remaining as we unravel the final moments of this opening half. On first down, back to pass. Times it to Monroe on the slant. And he's taken down at the 23. Now the Hawks call timeout. They're down to just 1 now. And with halftime on the horizon. Looking to pass on first down. Into the flat, it's complete. Taken down as he makes the grab. No gain on the catch. Here comes second down. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Scans the field. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at third down. Looking for another conversion. It's 3rd and 10. Drops back again. Knight is picked off. Intercepted by Douglas. Working from a challenging spot. It's first down. Looking downfield. Here's QB2. And he's got it. And he's tackled at the 37-yard line. A 33-yard gain. And now everyone's on their feet, myself included. Hawks lined up in the backfield. So, after one half of this exclusive event, it's the Bulldogs out in front. And when we return, even more of this clash between two top teams. Here's the whistle, and now the kick. From a yard or two inside the goal line, he's got it. And we won't see a return here as he kneels for the touchback. Opening play of this drive for the Bulldogs. It's just been amazing to see. They've yet to finish a drive without putting points on the scoreboard. And it's incomplete. Choice there to break that up. One last thought on Snoop. You know, he's a Southern California guy, Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. And I wonder if he wasn't whispering in QB2's ear about the Trojans, right? I mean, who knows, but I wouldn't be surprised. And the ball pops free as the defender timed that hit perfectly. Zero progress on this drive thus far. Looking to throw, here's QB2. Going long distance for Matthews. He's got it! A big-time play that gets a roar from this crowd. Now another 1st and 10, and even more of a threat to score now. He's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's another score in his return. It's a legend in the making. Myers is on now for the PAT. And they add yet another point. One of many in this matchup. They're up big right now. After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. He fields it at the 14. And he's brought down at the 34-yard line. First play of the drive for the Hawks. They've got to make every play count to have any chance of mounting a comeback. Back to throw. Here's Knight. A quick hitter for the completion. Nice-looking gain, but I have a feeling this one's coming back.
Holding offense.
Needing just a couple yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Knight hands it to Grove. And that'll be good for a 1st down on a tough run up the middle. So let me just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. Now he's taken down, but not before coming up with a 1st. They'll go with the run. Cuts to the right sideline. And he's stopped just short of the 20-yard line after a big-time play. A 22-yard gain. And that's a 1st down and then some. The Rock goes to Grove. And he's taken down at the 15. A gain of 7 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 3. Grove gets another carry. Now he's stopped after coming up with the 1st down. After coming up with a strong run, here's 1st and goal. They'll go with the run, and no gain on the play that time. It's 2nd and goal. A little bit closer to the end zone now. It's 2nd and goal. Changing things up, looking to pass now. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawks. They finally put one in the end zone. kick, the PAT. And they add on one more as they keep chipping away at this deficit. Our score now, 27-13. Taken at the 4. And he'll be brought down after finding a bit of room up the field. First play of the drive for the Bulldogs. And as they get underway, complacency can be the silent killer. This drive will be key. And it's complete. And he's all the way home for a touchdown. Tommy Matthews' third score of the game, and this comeback is now legendary. Now they're lined up for the extra point. And he knocks it through. The score now, 34. Here comes the kick. He fields it at the 14. And he's taken down at the 33. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. They start the drive here with Grove. And they'll make the stop after a solid gain on the play. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, the size of some of these kids. Just take a look at Kelvin Thrash, number 87, the Hawks tight end. He could suit up for a primetime college game tomorrow, no problem, and not get thrown around. And he'll stop him after a minimal pickup. So Coach Fetu, spelled F-E-T-U, for the longest time I was pronouncing it Coach Feta, like feta cheese. So let's just say I'm thankful he's a forgiving guy for as big a guy as he is. Meanwhile, here comes the snap on second down. Knight hands it to Grove, and he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. A pickup of 4 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. He'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Knight's pass is intercepted. Picked off by Douglas. Let's go, come on! Whistle blows to signal the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll be back shortly with the final stanza of the Midwest Prep Showcase. So we resume action here in the 4th quarter. A first down play coming up. Lets one go deep for Matthews. Oh, but he can't come down with it. He was jostling for position, but it winds up incomplete. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Again, they'll pass it. Deep throw for Matthews. They're up, and he makes the contested grab. And he's brought down at the 14. Okay, now that I'm back in my seat, why don't we pick back up with the action here, 1st and 10. Oh, and that would have been a touchdown if it hadn't been for the quick hands on defense. Following the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and 10. Still looking to throw, it's QB2. This will be caught at the 3, and he does it again! Touchdown! Tommy Matthews! And his mom, she's going crazy right now. Her son's having an incredible game. Here's Myers now for the extra point. So there's the decision, and no surprises here as they accept the penalty. And that's no good. Might have been a divot that messed him up. He was poking at the ground like a golfer before that kick. Following the touchdown, the Bulldogs are ready to kick it away. Fielded at the 3. And he stopped at the 27. Needing this drive to finish in the end zone. It's 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Times it to Monroe on the slant. Now he's brought down. A good pickup there. 8 yards leading up to 2nd down. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. On 2nd down, he'll drop back. He's got it past the marker. 1st down, Hawks. Boy, a brisk pace to this drive as they look to keep up the momentum. Back to pass on 1st down. He's in trouble, and down he goes. With a country mile in front of them, it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Here's Knight. And he makes the grab. They bring him down. They'll get 9 there coming up on 3rd down. The defense is set up for the pass. The gun on 3rd. Looks to his right. It's complete. And they're not able to stop him before he comes up with the 1st down. Halfway through the 4th quarter, it's 1st down. From the gun, it's Knight. Into the flat, it's complete. Now he's taken down. It's a gain of 2 on the catch, bringing up 2nd and 8. shotgun look. He'll throw again. Sends it to Thrash. And he's out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Playing for nothing but pride at this point. It's 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap. Here's Knight. He's got Thrash. And he's stopped at the 1. And now just a couple yards separate them from Painter. Now it's 1st and goal. The offense in need of a score. Looking to pass. And he'll do it himself. Touchdown. The fireworks continue in this heavyweight matchup. Try to add one more. And the point after attempt is gone. The tally now 40-20. Well, the students are rising to their feet as we await this onside kick. They had the good hands unit out there and they covered it up perfectly. Worth the shot on the onside kick, but no dice. Play of this drive for the Bulldogs, and they are very much in control of this game. Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Throws middle, it's complete, and they'll take him down at the 42. We approach the final minute. It's 2nd and 5. QB2 looks downfield. Throws left. It's complete. He cannot be stopped. Touchdown. Tommy Matthews. He's putting on a show here today. Wow. Now for the token point after. Oh, but he misses it. Won't affect the outcome, though. This game well in hand. Still leading by a comfortable margin. Here comes the kick. There's the flag. And I think he was trying to show off to someone in the crowd before he shanked that one. Embarrassing. Going to be tough roaming the hallways next week, my man. So the verdict's been delivered. And the penalty accepted as these teams line up for the next play. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And they're playing for pride at this point. Their deficit a considerable one. He's back to pass. And that's incomplete. Took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't finish it off. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on 1st. Still looking to throw. It's Knight. He finds Thrash. Tackled as he pulls in the ball. 6 yards is the pickup as that'll lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Knight. And his tight end comes up with the catch over the middle. 18 yards that time. And a Hawks 1st down. Clock ticking, they hustle to the line. On 1st down, he'll drop back. Yet another grab by Thrash. Taken down as he makes the grab. It's 2 yards on the completion there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. On second down, back to pass. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. Now he's inside the red zone before this play's whistled dead. A pickup of 9 on the play, and it'll be first down.
Big stop, D.
Looks to throw out of the shotgun. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes second down. Following the incomplete pass on first down, here's second down. Drops back to throw it again. Makes the connection this time. Now he's brought down. Not a lot on that reception as it brings up third down. The defense is set up for the pass. Drops back to throw here on third. Goes to his left, it's complete. And he's inside the 10 as he picks up the first down. And that will do it. The Bulldogs win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
This question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I think my ability to quickly find the open receiver is what really sets me apart.
I mean, it must have been a little easier with me out there, right? When you snap the ball, you throw it to Tommy.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. So the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, there's been a lot of elite talent that have walked those halls, and I'd love to add my name to that story.
More details rolling in, everybody, on today's crazy news. Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
Come on, Coach, give us a shot.
EA Sports coverage of college football takes us to Miami, Florida, and Hard Rock Stadium for the 2019 Kickoff Classic and an early season matchup of powerhouses. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Longhorns from the University of Texas. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, White. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score. Longhorns 7, Gators nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
This is Ellington. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's White. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 49-yard line.
31's the mic. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep.
The pass.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense has to stay out and get
one. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
1st and 10, Florida. Now Ellington. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Complete to Anton Beasley.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On the ground, Ellington. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Longhorns 7, Gators nothing.
Here's Ellington. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And that'll set him back 5. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more chances in what they're doing, maybe try and isolate their star player a little bit better. Yeah, there's still some differences in what we're seeing, but for me, speed and pace of play for college offenses still ahead of what we see in the NFL.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Well, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now it's Ellington to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Jennings. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
49-yard line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. White. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. From 13 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now.
The score, Longhorns 15.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown. Back out to kick it off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, 79 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And he puts it through.
Next to score, Longhorns 22, Gators 10.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now White with a 1st down throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off at his own 46. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit.
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start, now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Over the middle, complete. That's Perkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, White. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's White. He hits Beasley right side.
White.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Beasley.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
At the 22-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Gators 13.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Slater on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, 71 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And, boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to it. But in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their their own.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
39-yard line.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Or call that a very strong gain of 24. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holiday, 32 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, it certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's throwing 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
At their own.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, White. He checks it down here to Ellington. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, 87 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
At the 17-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
White. He's going to go deep for Beasley. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, they run with Ellington. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
At the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports.
Gators.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now White. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The open man is Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run down with Jennings. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go? And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time. Charles, here we are in the fourth quarter, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plans to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen any sign of Tommy Matthews. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Longhorns 57, Gators 20.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White. Throw left side complete. It's Perkins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun. White. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Martin, the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but... And now look at him go! And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, 74 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice, and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, White. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for number 18.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Today's final score, Longhorns 64, Gators 20.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster, and boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to, what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you're upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The top travel destination this week for alumni of these two storied football powerhouses. And the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. It's the Texas Longhorns taking on the Miami Hurricanes. To play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara. We are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They will let him throw here on the very first play. He's got it in. Complete. He's got daylight. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Take it at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. The gun, Daniel. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for his
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air. Daniel on 2nd down. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Daniel on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
1st and 10.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Woods. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down.
Shotgun snap for Daniel. Eluding the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Longhorns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
Well, we discussed how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Hurricanes, nothing.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, here's Daniel. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game. First and goal, and he will take this in. A touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
set for their next drive. The Texas offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. Okay, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They take a shot to
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Hurricanes 7.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniel. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Woods. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Martin. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 34 yards on the return. And for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And out will come the offense as they take over. Come up here to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holiday on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Longhorns 28, Hurricanes 7.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. At the 20 from the gun. Daniel.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Operating from the gun. Daniel launching one for Henderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
Their own 37-yard line.
About set for their next drive. The Texas offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Boy, another nice throw that time. All that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, well, will we see a second quarterback? Is Tommy Matthews going to play with this lead? I know it's only the 2nd quarter, Charles, but he's kind of putting all that talk to rest.
Yeah, and there's a long way to go, but let's face it, partner. If he finishes the quarter this way, you know that Coach O'Brien loves consistency. I don't see any chance of a change happening if things continue to go in this direction. He's picked the right quarterback. He'll stay with it.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for the end zone. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holiday there to make the grab. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
Wow, I mean, you talk about a guy catching absolute fire. That is now 5 first-half touchdown passes.
Partner, we haven't even hit halftime yet. I think this performance that we've seen thus far, there should be no question that he should stay under center the entire game. I know, we're talking about Coach O'Brien here. He may want to make a change, but I don't see it in this case. I see him staying with the hot hand. He's made the right decision before the game even started by handing him the ball. I think he'll let him play it out.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Daniel. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's good.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Operating from the gun, Daniel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Hurricane 7.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. A first down throw for Daniel. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Daniel. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Daniel. They go screenplay to Langford. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Daniel throwing again. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 25 yards that time. This young quarterback does have the support of former players and teammates. He actually told us that he heard from former Longhorns like Colt McCoy and also Earl Thomas as they reached out to him via social media in the days leading up to this semifinal. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the hands.
But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniel. For the right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
First.
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
15-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Woods. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, we got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holiday there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score. Longhorns 49, Hurricanes 14.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. That's how they need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They run with Langford. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll move the chains. Back now here on EA Sports. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
4-yard line.
On first down, Daniel. Got an open man. It's Washington. And that one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Daniel. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again is Daniel. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, 73 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, 48. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Their 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Daniel toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
To the air again, Daniel. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Once again, Daniel. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.